Share the screen. Right. Okay. So these are the, we have 5 high availability features, guys. These are the 5 high availability features. Log shipping, okay, is one high availability and disaster recovery feature. Mirroring is another feature. Replication, SQL, I mean like clustering. Clustering is one more feature, guys. In clustering, again, we have a Windows Server failure clustering and SQL Server failure clustering. WSFC, SSFC. Okay. So for SQL Server failure clustering, we should have knowledge on Windows Server failure clustering. I'm going to show you how to configure Windows Server failure clustering also. It's not like other trainers. Other trainers, they are going to simply give you the videos. These are the clustering videos. Please configure by yourself. No, not like that. From day one onwards, I'll show you. I mean, like when we are discussing the topic, I'm going to show you how we are going to build the Windows level clustering. Okay, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process with the neat diagrams and all, so that you can also configure clustering. By watching the videos, you can also configure the Windows clustering in your laptop. Okay. So SQL Server failure clustering and always on is an excellent feature, guys. This is very important feature. Nowadays, everyone is asking about the always on feature. Everyone is asking about always on feature, right? So these are the different HA and DR, high availability and disaster recovery techniques we have in SQL Server. The concept of all these things, all these techniques is same. The underlying concept of all these techniques is same. The basic requirement of all these concepts is same. What is that? Can anyone tell me? What is the main motto of all these 5 concepts? What is the main motto of all these 5 concepts, guys? To make the data highly
Disaster
available.
recovery.
Correct. To make the data highly available. Correct. Correct. Okay. To make the data highly available. And if one server goes down, another server will
Down.
take care of it. In all the 5 techniques, the concept is same. If one server goes down, another server will take care of it. Then you might ask, sir, why we need 5? If all 5 are doing same thing, why we need 5? I'll explain during the HADR classes. Okay. So why we have 5 techniques means the way how the data is synchronizing is going to be different in all these 5 techniques. Log shipping, data will be synchronized in a different way. Mirroring, data will be synchronized in a different way. Replication, data will be synchronized in a different way. Clustering, there is no data synchronization. It will work by just replicating the resources. Okay. And always on by moving the resources. Sorry, in the clustering, it don't replicate the data. It is going to switch the resources between the servers and all. And always on, it's going to synchronize the data in a different way. And we have extra features also, different techniques having extra features. But the main concept is of all these 5 techniques, the main concept of all these 5 techniques are like to make the data highly available. If one main server goes down, the secondary server is going to take care of it, guys. So as a DBA, it's our responsibility to configure, it's our responsibility, okay, to maintain, and it's our responsibility to make sure these techniques are working properly fine. Okay. So these are the main thing. And of course, configuring high availabilities is also database DBA daily activities, day-to-day activities. Fixing and troubleshooting, this is very common. Regularly we have some issues. Okay, sometimes databases will go offline, we have to take care of it, or someone will request, hey, I need some permissions on this particular database, or hey, my permissions are not working properly, can you please look into it? It is our responsibility. In case of any issues in the particular servers, that the DBS has to take care of it, guys. DBS has to take care of the issues, and we have to troubleshoot the issues. And sometimes if the server is performing slowly, so again, it's the responsibility of the database administrator. It's the responsibility of the database administrator to make the things, okay, to to make the things, or to make the things highly available, or to move the things quickly. So again, that is our responsibility. So these are the main. If you ask, sir, are these things are enough? These are the main things that we are going to, okay, touch daily, guys. On daily basis, of course, we are going to touch all these things. These are the main things. A lot of small things also there, but you can came to know in our upcoming classes and all. But these are the main DBA activities, guys. Any questions, please?
Sir, I have
Any?
one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, you have said that database refresh stocks will taking the backup from prod server and restoring in non-prod server. That means DBA will handle both
Yes, correct,
prod or
correct.
only.
No. Both is our responsibility. Backup is our responsibility. Restore is also our responsibility. DBA responsibility. It's not like, hey, backup application team, you have to take care of it. Restore, I'll take care of it. Not like that. DBA is responsible for backups and restore. That's why I just mentioned here, taking backups and doing restores. That's our responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah. How many backup servers will in real time? I'll tell you, Rajesh Babu. Okay, so in real time, we will get some questions. Okay, how many servers you are maintaining, or how many servers you worked on, what is your team size, where is your office, which location it was located, okay, or on which project you are working, in which shift you are working, what are the shifts are there, what is an on call. Okay, these are the very general questions. What is your database sizes, okay, how big your database is, okay, so how many prod servers, how many non-prod servers, how many stage servers. These are very general questions. These questions, there is a separate class at the end of the training. Last day I am going to explain all these things while preparing the resume, so I'll take care of these questions. Okay, yes, any other questions?
Sir, what is meant by stage server?
Stage server, that is also one kind of, okay, environment. Stage server is also one kind, like test servers. Stage we can call it as a pre-prod environment or non-prod environment. Okay, stage is also one kind of environment. So it depends, guys. You might ask, sir, we need only one test server is enough, right, to test? But depends upon the application criticality. Guys, it's not mandatory that each and every application should have these environments. Nothing like that. Depends if it's a big application, a very critical application like banking application and all, like IRCTC application and all. Okay, it's a very big application, right? A lot of people are going to access this. So for that, we will have different environments. So developers will test their logics on dev servers, developer servers, test servers, stage servers also. Okay, so stage is also one kind of pre-prod servers or non-prod servers. Yes, environment. We can call it as an environment. Yes, please. Any other questions?
Sir, as a DBA, what are the activities in non-prod, like
Say,
test dev?
very good
Yeah.
question. Same kind of thing, same kind of activities. I'm not saying these are the prod activities and we have another set of non-prod activities. No, same kind of activities. Okay, we have to install the servers in the non-prod environment also. Guys, only thing is, for us it is the production server or non-production server. That is a different thing. But at the end of the day, whatever activities are there that we have to perform on both the environments, whatever we discuss, the same kind of environment. Sometimes if the stage server is not running properly or it is running very slowly, then we have to tune the server. Same kind of activities will be there on the non-prod servers also. Yes, any other questions, please? No questions? Are we good, guys? Sorry.
Yes, we good. No
Yeah,
question.
I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, how we identify the whether it is a prod
Very
server
good
or
question.
non-prod server?
Very good
Yeah.
question. So, in the organization, depends upon the, see, different. This is not a standard procedure. Our SQL server doesn't have any emblem like this is a production server, this is a non-production server. How we are using the same SQL Server software will be there. If you are installing the software on the production environment, that is a production, and if you are installing the software in the non-production server, that is a non-prod server. Okay, some in the organization people will follow different standards, guys. Okay, some people, they are going to name their servers according to their environment. Imagine DMart servers are there. Imagine, I'm just giving an example just for a reference. Dmart, how the servers names will be like this: Dmart, DB, DB, P01. Okay, so they'll try to include the application name in the server name. They will try to include the type of the server, whether it's a database server or application server or web server. Okay, and they'll try to include the environment, whether production servers or stage servers or dev servers. Same thing. Okay, Control Z. Right. If it is a stage server, they will keep this as a yes. If it is a dev server, they will keep this as a D. Okay, I am not saying this is how they are going to follow. If it is a test server, they are going to name the server as T. Means they will try to include the environments, either production stage, dev, test and all. So like this they are going to try to include in the server name. Some organizations will follow this kind of notation. Okay, some organizations will follow this kind of notation. Some organizations they might follow different notation, like simply their naming strategy will be like this, server names and all will be like this. Okay, something like this with numbers and all it will be there, right? And they will maintain some spreadsheets, guys. In that spreadsheets, okay, this server is a production server or non-production server. They will keep it, they will separately maintain the data in one productions in spreadsheets. Okay, just by referring that spreadsheets, you can go and verify whether this server is a production server or non-production server. So different companies will follow different strategies. Okay, that you will get an idea once you go to the company. People will give you KT. KT means knowledge transfer. In the KT, you can ask how to identify the servers, whether it is a production server or non-prod server. The KT person will help you to identify the server names and that. Okay. Any questions, guys, please? No questions? Are we good? Right. Okay. Fine, guys. Chalo. Let's now we are entering into the technical discussion of SQL Server. Slowly we'll go, guys. Nothing to worry. Okay. If you are having a trouble in understanding the things, please stop me and ask me at any time. No issues. Okay. So you can ask me. Yes, Samir. Any issue is there? Some noise. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Now, are you able to hear me properly? Any noise is coming?
Yes.
Okay, it's fine, right? Chalo, let's jump into the discussion. Right, so let's start with the versions. Earlier we discussed what is the SQL Server and all, right? So now let's slowly discuss about the SQL Server. So what is this version of SQL Server? Okay, so we'll discuss, guys. So the definition of SQL Server, I mean like version is, it's an updated software copy. Version is nothing but it's an updated software copy. Okay, of course you people are using, okay, lot of apps, right? Applications in your phone. If you go to this particular applications, might be if you go internally to the application and all, you might see, okay, the version of the application, which version it belongs to. Version means simply it's an updated software copy. Okay, so earlier, if I want to give a best example, earlier we used to use Windows NT laptops. Then what earlier we used to use desktop, guys, right? PCs, personal computers and all. Then it was changed to laptop. In the laptop also we used to install lot of operating systems like Windows Vista, Windows Premium, Windows Home Basic. Then Windows 7 comes, then Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10. Currently it is which is running. Windows 11 also. Windows 11 is also there, which was introduced to the market already, and people are using Windows 11. These are the versions. And one more very simple examples: your Android phones, Android 3, Android 4, Android 5, or Android 6, or iPhones, right? Apple iPhones. We have different Apple iPhone 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, Apple SE, right? So these are the versions of the particular devices, guys. So you can easily identify, right? Android 4 device is the latest one, or Android 10 device is the latest one, guys. Which one is the latest one? Which phone? Android 13. Okay, Android 13 is the latest one. Okay, if you compare Android 4 and Android 10, which one is the latest? Android 10, right? So by just checking the number of that particular version, we are able to identify which one is latest and which one is old one. In the same way, SQL Server actually it was introduced. Okay, Microsoft started working in the 1980s itself, like by taking the code from the Sybase, started developing the databases. Then in the 1990s, it just started introducing the database software to the market. 1993 it was already introduced one software, SQL Server software, which was not famous. Then 97 also, in the year of 97. 97 means in the year of 97 it was introduced one more SQL Server version, that is also not famous. Then this turns the life of the Microsoft, guys. Believe me, SQL Server 2000, by the time system or laptop means mostly command only. Database softwares means mostly, okay, programming only. Normal public is unable to understand the databases language and all. But Microsoft, they did some, okay, what we can say, lot of trials and all. They did some lot of contributions, and SQL Server, by that time they introduced GUI database software, that is SQL Server 2000. This gives a break for Microsoft in database sector, guys. Then it started developing. So if you see here, we have different versions in the SQL Server 97 and SQL Server 2000, guys. Means if you see the number here, that means it was released in that year. So in the year of 2000, this SQL Server 2000 was released. Forget about these numbers, guys. I'll explain what are these numbers and all. Okay, don't nothing to worry about these numbers and all. I'll explain again. After 2000, after 5 years, again Microsoft released one more version called SQL Server 2005. And after 3 years, it releases 2008. In the same year, it just released one more copy of the SQL Server 2008. That is a release 2, SQL Server 2008 R2. Right, SQL Server 2008 R2. In the same year, it was released. Then we have SQL Server 2012 after 4 years. Then after 2 years of 2012, we have 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019. And guys, can anyone tell me what is the latest version of the SQL Server? Just a guess, and you can guess in the chart. Just guess it, guys. Please send your answers directly. No, don't talk. I just want to check everyone. Okay. Already used people started chatting. That's fine, guys. Listen carefully. While sending messages to me, set the status to directly to me, not to everyone. Okay, if you click on everyone, you can set it to me. Okay, so that I'll get the message, direct message to me. Okay, right. So just try, guys. Everyone, can you please participate in this quiz? What is the latest version of the SQL Server? Just guess it, no problem. Just a guess, no issues.
Sir, it is latest version or upcoming version?
You can
2019 is the latest version.
you can call it as an upcoming version, at least upcoming version.
2022 upcoming version.
Okay. Okay, that's fine, guys. Thank you so much for your response, guys. You are really beautiful. Most of you people are responded. I'm very happy, guys. For a trainer, your response will give lot of boost and lot of energy, guys. Please try to respond, okay, so that I will get a feeling like, okay, people are listening to my classes and all, so that I'll be more active and I'm going to give you a lot of like extra things and all. That's fine. Okay, so thank you for your response. And the answer is SQL Server 2022, guys. Okay, the answer is SQL Server 2022, which is an upcoming version. Of course, upcoming version means it was already introduced, not the production version. It was a test.
2022.
Yes, thank you. 2022. Okay, please mute it. Please mute it. Please mute it. Let me mute you all. Okay, done. Array, come on. Who is that? I just muted you all, right? Right, done. Okay, right. So upcoming version, not exactly an upcoming version. It was already released, but not completely. So 2022, guys. Okay, the next version is a SQL Server 2022. Okay, as of now, the current version is 2019. Okay, and the upcoming version or the next version is 2022. Okay, so SQL Server 2022 is the latest version. We can call it as a latest version, guys. So you might ask one question, sir. It is going to release 2022, okay, in 6 months like that. So once it was released, do I need to upgrade all of my servers to 2022 immediately? So what will be your guess? Yes or no?
I think no.
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. Right. No. It's no. Very simple example. If Android is introducing Android 14, you are not going to throw all your phones. Chalo, I'll move it to Android 14. Right. In case if you have more money. If iPhone is introducing iPhone 14, you are not going to throw your iPhone 13 or 12. Right. You are going to use it. In the same way, if it introduces new version, okay, no need to immediately upgrade your all versions to a new version. Depends upon the time. If you like the features of 2022, you can upgrade. The same way, if you like the features of iPhone 4, iPhone 14, and you have a lot of money, okay, then you can upgrade to iPhone 14, no issues. Right. So you are going to upgrade your particular phones and all to iPhone 14 or Android 14, whatever it might be. So particular means your requirement depends upon your requirement. You are going to upgrade your phones, right? In the same way, if Microsoft introduces any new version, it doesn't mean that you have to immediately upgrade all of your existing database softwares to the latest version. Depends upon the time, depends upon the requirements, depends upon the features. You can upgrade to the latest version, guys. And these versions are very important. Believe me, these versions should be on tip of your tongue. And tomorrow morning, I will ask you everyone about the new versions, about all the versions of the SQL Server. It's very important, guys. You are not a fresher, okay? You will be a professional, guys. After this training, you will be a professional. Means you'll keep of 3 years experience or 4 years experience or 5 years experience. Okay, so depends upon your confidence and practice, you can keep, okay, your experience and all. If you don't know, imagine you just kept 5 years of experience, you're working as a SQL DBA since 5 years, but you don't know the versions of the SQL Server, how difficult it is. Okay, so by tomorrow morning, take a screenshot, take a snip, take a snap, whatever it might be. Okay, just take it, and guys, by tomorrow morning I'll ask you what are the different versions in the SQL Server. Okay, so these are very important and these versions should be on tip of your tongue, guys, right? So SQL Server 2000, 2005, 8, 8 up to 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, and the next version is SQL Server 2022 is also is it's going to it's ready to deploy, guys. Okay, that's fine. These are the SQL Server versions, right? Next is Windows Server versions, right? Guys, SQL Server is a software, right? If I want to install a software, what I should have? Can anyone tell me, guys, please?
OS.
Very good, super. Okay, I should have operating system, right? Without operating system, I cannot install. See, imagine you want to install PhonePe. If you want to install PhonePe, what you should have first of all? PhonePe means it's a one application. People are there from US, Kola, Saif. Okay, so PhonePe means the very popular application in India. Okay, let's go with WhatsApp. So if you want to install WhatsApp, what you should have, guys?
Android.
Correct. You should have Android, or at least you should have one operating system, right? Android or iOS or
Windows.
whatever it might be. You should have one operating system. Where you are going to install the operating system, you should have one device, right? Agree? You should have one device. Then only you can install operating system on the device. Then only you can install application, right? In the same way, SQL Server is a software or SQL Server is an application. If I want to install this application, I should have what? What I should have, guys? I should have an operating system. I'm sorry. And I should have an operating system, OS. I should have an OS, guys. So if you ask me, sir, what is OS? I don't know. No problem. OS is an interface between you and your laptop. OS means an interface between you and your laptop, guys. You want to create a folder. You cannot simply tell to the laptop, hey laptop, please create a new folder. Of course, in the future, you might get that feature, but at least, okay, you should be able to at least do some action, right, to create the new folder and all, where you are going to do that kind of actions and all. Your OS will help you. You are talking to the system by using the operating system. Okay, guys. So this is very important. Operating system is an interface between you and your bare metal. Bare metal, guys. Bare metal means laptop or machine. You can call it as a machine. Bare metal. Okay. Sometimes in the sometimes US people, they will use this kind of what we can say terminology and all. Bare metal. Bare metal means nothing has been installed. Just a machine is there. Once you go to the office, I mean, like any shop, laptop shop and all, you will buy one laptop, right? So once you bought a laptop, immediately that guy will do one thing. What he's going to do, he will unlock it, okay, and he's going to install the operating system. Before installing, that is a bare metal, nothing is there, just a machine. Once you install the operating system, then only you are able to communicate with the particular laptop and all. So operating system is a interface between you and the user, guys. Just a minute, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, please. Yeah, Samir, I'm not talking anything. Just a minute. Right, okay, done. Right, guys. Okay, so operating system means it's an interface between you and the machine, guys. Okay, it's an interface between you and the machine. Where is that? Okay, this one. Right. So if I want to install a SQL server, I should have an operating system, guys. Without operating system, I cannot install the SQL server. Right. So here in the SQL server, actually SQL server is a platform dependent. Means what is the meaning of platform dependent? Means you can install SQL server. Okay, you can install SQL server only on a specific platforms, that is your Windows. We have different guys. Can anyone tell me what are the different operating systems are there in the market? Different operating systems are there in the market.
Windows, Linux, Mac.
Very good, very good. Okay, we have different operating systems, guys. Okay, in the same way we have like iOS phones, right? That is one operating system for mobiles, for Apple iPhones. We have this one, what is that? Android phones. Like that we have different operating systems for phones, right? For laptops also we have different operating systems. One is Windows operating system, guys. Windows operating system. Second one is Linux operating system, and we have Unix. Different operating systems are there. Different operating system, different flavors of operating systems are there. Okay, so like in the same way Mac OS, guys. Okay, for Apple laptops and all, Mac OS. Okay, so we have different operating systems are there, but you cannot install SQL Server in all the environments and all the operating systems, guys. You are able to install SQL Server only in one operating system, one specific operating system, that is your Windows operating system, guys. You cannot install on Linux, okay, Unix, Mac and all. Again, I'll explain. One more correction is there, but I'll explain. Okay, as of now, you cannot install. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Windows operating system, on Windows operating system only you can install your SQL Server. So that is called platform dependent. Means there is a dependency on platform. Only you have to use Windows platform. Then only you can install SQL Server. That is called platform dependent. You cannot install your SQL Server on any of these operating systems. When up to SQL Server 2016, guys, up to SQL Server 2016, your SQL Server software is a platform dependent software. Means you can install the software only on the Windows operating system. In the Windows we have again two types of operating systems, guys. Sorry, desktop operating system, server operating system, guys. Desktop operating systems, server operating system. You can install SQL Server on both operating systems. You can install it on your Windows 7, 8, 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11 also. That is your desktop operating systems. What are the examples of desktop operating system, guys? Windows 7, 8, 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows Vista, Windows Home Basic. These are the desktop operating system that we are using regularly. Okay, server operating systems, guys. We have, these are the server operating systems. Okay, these are the different server versions. These are the different server versions that is going to be provided by the Microsoft. Both are Microsoft components only. SQL Server is also Microsoft component. Windows operating system is also from Microsoft, guys. So both are Microsoft components only. Up to SQL Server 2017, you are able to install SQL Server only on Windows operating systems, either on desktop or server operating systems. From SQL Server 2017, you are able to install the SQL servers on Windows operating systems plus your Linux operating system also. Okay, Unix and Macs as of now it won't work. Right, you are able to install your SQL Server on Windows and Linux also. So up to 2016, SQL Server is a platform dependent, guys. From 2017 onwards, SQL Server is what? SQL Server is platform
Platform
Independent.
independent. Correct. From 2017 onwards, SQL Server is platform independent, guys. You can install either on Windows, you can install on Linux also. Okay. Right, chalo. As of now, we don't discuss how to install SQL servers on Linux and all. As of now, it was not popular, even though it was introduced in the year of 2017. Still, it was not so popular. Even 1% is also not using in the organizations. So nothing to worry about it. Okay, so we'll discuss installing SQL servers on on Windows, guys. Okay, so on Windows, again, we don't install SQL servers in the desktop operating systems. In the organizations, of course, in the practice we can install, but in the organization we don't install SQL servers in the desktop operating systems. We'll install only server operating systems. Why server operating systems? Why not desktop operating systems, guys? Because when compared to desktop operating systems, server operating systems are having lot of features. Guys, can anyone tell me what is the maximum laptop RAM? Hardly. What is the max laptop it will max RAM a laptop will support? Windows laptop.
16 GB.
In the market, currently in the market, might be 16 GB, right? 16 GB might be. Right, as of now it's the current max capacity. If you see more laptop rams means, if you see more ram means might be it was customized. Might be they increased the ram. Hardly you can see 32 GB, at least you can see 32 GB. But guys, 32 GB ram in the organization means it's a peanut, just a very small thing. We are going to deal with a 64 GB RAM machines, we'll deal with 128 GB RAM machines, we'll deal with the 256 GB RAM machines, we'll deal with the 512 GB RAM machines. Whereas your laptop version, it can't support that much of RAM, hard disk. Lot of limitations are there. Why? Because desktops are only for personal usage, right? Personal usage, who is going to use 128 GB RAM, 10 terabytes, 20 terabytes? Right, no one will use, right? So that's why for personal usage, okay, when Windows introduced this Windows desktop operating systems and all. Okay, for enterprise usage, for what we can call it as a for organizational usage, Windows introduced one more operating system called server operating systems. So how we are having a SQL Server versions, in the same way we are having a, Windows Server versions also. In the same way we are having Windows Server versions also. Guys, any questions, any doubts, please?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
Sir, you have said that to install OS, there should be a device. That means here our device is database server